Hello, welcome to the Ouija gaming video update. Did you see the intro we had there? That's a special thanks there to Dave. He's made a few intros for us, which is really cool of him. Really appreciate that. You may notice I have a slightly scratchier voice than normal. That's because all yesterday I was running a very long D&D campaign. I didn't even get to finish it, but I did manage to use the chessex gaming map, which is incredibly simple to use to build encounters and building maps. Everyone there absolutely loved it. I love it. I can't get enough of it. Um, the only thing I will say about it is you don't need to feel pressure to use up all the space. It's 22 inches by 25 is the one I got, and that is more than enough space for an 8-hour campaign. And we didn't even finish it, so yeah, we've got plenty to work with on that one. So I'll tell you more about my experience later on. As for the D&D game in general, we've got some audio for it. We're going to put that up after I finish putting up the Machinations of Merkel. That's going to be. I'm going to put 2 more episodes of that up this week, I think, and then we're going to start putting the other one up. The game was absolutely amazing. There are some highlights for it, which was mainly Dave's character, the dwarf barbarian Gammon, running for his life. So far, he actually left the dungeon. The character that I was playing, because I was also DMing and running one of the hirelings that the group took along, he got knocked out, but he was the first rogue I've used using the new D&D Next rules, and I have to say I quite like it. The sneak attack is a bit overpowered, I think. Basically, you choose one attack per turn that you're making to be an attack with advantage. So if you don't know the D&D rules, basically you roll 2d20s and take the highest. And then you can add backstab damage, which is this character's level was 2d6 on top of his normal damage, which was 1d6, and he also had an extra 1d4 acid damage from the sword he found. And yeah, they've really come into their own as damage dealers now as well, and with the skill focus feat, which means that if you have a certain skill, like for example sneak, if you roll anything less than a 10, it's regarded as a 10, so you know that you have a minimum figure that you're going to roll, which again means that they come into their own as a damage dealer and as a utility character, so they help everyone else looking for traps, picking locks, anything. But they can't take many hits, and the health points are a bit low, so you've got to be quite careful using them. They're a bit like a glass cannon, they'll fire once, but they'll generally come out of it worse for wear. Now, I haven't run a game as a DM or Dungeon Master very often. I've done some White Wolf games. They're a different style of role-playing game, pen and paper system. And I've briefly done a handful of D&D games using 3.5. But this is the first time I've really had a proper campaign, an actual proper go at DMing. And I have to say, it's not as easy as I thought it would be. I keep forgetting certain rules, and the whole point is you got to try and keep the game flowing for players to enjoy it. And yeah, if the DM is stopping to check rules or whatever, it's a bit annoying, which is why I've sort of committed a handful of rules to memory, and other rules that either I didn't really like the wording of, because it is still only a beta test. I've just sort of taken what I think could be good and run with that. And it's going okay. But apart from forgetting rules and forgetting the fact that I have sound effects now that I'm running with the campaign, completely forgetting they exist, yeah, I think the players are still having good fun. They keep telling me they are, and they keep coming back, so I'm assuming I'm doing something right, which is good, because that means more episodes. And it's still being recorded on Dave's phone, but that's good, because it keeps the episodes to about 20 minutes to 35 minutes long, roughly. And changing topics onto Warhammer, you may notice that my Scouts photos still haven't turned up. They'll be up soon, I promise. I just am hoping to get a better camera than the iPhone 4 camera that I've got to take a photo of them. Might end up borrowing one from someone, I guess. But also, Cameron is still painting my Death Company, which is great. Really looking forward to seeing the finished product. Obviously, we'll get photos up of them. And remember, he's still accepting commissions, so if you have any models that you need painting, something that, well, for example, I got my Death Company painted so I could focus on painting my Scouts and then move on to my skin wolves that I've got from Forge World, which I've had for about a year, and I haven't painted. Yeah. I mean, I haven't touched my scouts for ages, so yeah, I'm not very diligent. Mainly been working on D&D. Now, we're hopefully going to be doing some more Warframe videos later on in the month. And there's also a D&D game out in open beta. It's an online game. It's called Neverwinter. It's interesting. I'll give the trailer a look. I'm downloading it, and I may put some videos up on that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll